Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. Welcome back to my shop. So if you can see down there in the bottom of the video, we just had a rush job come in. So this is coming in from the local sawmill. You guys have seen me do work for them before. They need this part yesterday. Of course, they're down. This is a pin for part of their main equipment apparently. So what we got here is a 2.5 inch diameter. It's about 20 inches long, and this is a replacement they put in there. Somebody made it prior. They used a piece of chrome rod, which apparently held up for, I don't know, about half a year. Apparently they break this like twice a year, and he's saying that really this diameter should be larger. It's kind of a weak point in the system. Now maybe they did that, you know, purposely, I don't know. You know, it was doing good until it wore through the chrome. I mean, you guys can see that. You know, I wiped some of the grease off. So once it got through this, you know, hardened chrome surface, unfortunately the inside, you know, it's soft. This is a Rockwell 40 file, and it digs in really well. So, and then just the part failed. I don't keep a lot of large rod in stock. They can't wait for me to order a piece of quality rod from McMaster-Carr. So, if you remember in my arbor build, I had this piece of 8620. So this is the only thing I got in large enough diameter and in length. So I mean the 8620 will work because it's got good wear properties, but it is not you know, really hard. It's so, you know, we're gonna have to be a little bit of a trade-off. So this should get them by. Ideally, you know, if they let me go ahead and order a piece of quality shafting and make a good one for them. I don't know, I'll suggest that, we'll see. So simple turning job, we got to turn this down. This is 2 3/4 to 2.5. We've got to cut a thread on her. This is a standard 1.5 inch diameter 12 pitch thread. Had them bring me the nut so I can test it. And then they obviously had this retainer on here, so the pin probably slides in, retained here, and then, you know, screwed on with a nut there. So let's get set up. Let me get it cut first, and then we'll get set up in the lathe. I think we're all set up. Going to turn this end down here. We gotta go 1 5/8. Take that down all the way to you know, 1.5 for our OD for our threads. So we've got quite a bit of material to take off. Well, when it rains it pours, so they just busted another shaft. So they brought me this one here. Obviously I don't have enough material, so they've agreed to let me make some good ones. This one's a little bit better than that pin that they brought me. Can't get chrome induction rod from my supplier, so I got some 4140 pre-hard coming, so hopefully that'll work out. So we'll continue to make this one here out of the 8620 because that'll give them a spare they can put on the shelf. So we'll video that, but gonna have to wait. It's gonna take like 3 days from a metal supplier. I think he's talking before I get it. So if I get it in time, we'll make a couple more for the video, but if not, it'll be just the same turning. So we'll at least get this one knocked out. Off camera, I just cut a relief and took a scratch pass and chamfered that leading edge. So we're doing a UNF, 12 threads per inch. And see if I can do this with the camera in the way. You guys can see that. There we go. Let's hold it on there. Looks like we're on the money. All right. Wonder why I was cutting so uneven. I just checked the tip and it was kind of damaged, so just rotated it. Now it's cutting a lot better. We're close. I gotta give a test fit here. Almost. Almost. All right. Let's run the spring pass. Alright, let's give it a check. She'll go on. That's good, we're almost there. We're about at our depth for Machinery's Handbook. 51 thousandths is where I want to be, and we're at 50 now, so go in a couple more in the spring pass, we should be there. Well, finally, take a thou 2 off check, take a thou 2 off check. We're finally there. So, if I can get it going straight. There we go. And then it runs into that nylon where you lock it in. So, happy with that. We got a good fit on that nut. So, sweet. What I'll do is I'll break that lead-in edge. And then now we'll just start chewing this down to 2.5 since it's 2 3/4. As you can see, I got the part turned around. So what we need to do now is we need to cut that shoulder in there. So this, I don't know what you want to call this, a retainer piece. We'll slide on over it and then get welded. It looks like this is 2 inches in diameter, so, and about overall length is, looks like it's about 3/4 of an inch. This is 1/2 inch. that's probably about a quarter where they welded it. So we'll just take this down. Alright, we're about 50 thou large right now. So I think I'm going to leave it there, and I'll go ahead and make that square retaining piece. And I'm probably going to end up using like a 2-inch hole saw. So, you know, obviously it's going to make the hole larger than 2 inches, and that way I can take this down so we got a nice fit. Because if I just go ahead and take this down to 2 and then I cut that retaining piece to that hole saw, then it's going to be all sloppy on here. So that way if I get a nice snug fit, it just makes it better to weld. You ready? Say, yeah, I'm always ready, Daddy. What do you think about it? So, I love being in the shop. I'm gonna drop it way over here. You're kidding with me. So I got these knocked out, and as I was thinking, I was right. So the hole saw cut large. It's about between 25 and 30 thousandths oversize. So adjusted my cross slide, and we'll take this final cut so we hopefully have a nice slide and fit. see what we got. Still in frame, kinda. There you go. That'll work. We got a burr right there, so we're gonna bevel this edge anyways, and we'll bevel that edge when it goes to welding on, but that'd be a good fit. Nice. Got the shaft turned around, now we just gotta take it down to 2.5 inches. The material that I ordered is coming in at 2.5, so we won't have to do any OD turning. That'll save the customer some money. Just took my final pass. We were cutting straight, but since I took a wider pass, we are 1 thou large here. We are 1.5 large over in the middle, and then 1 down over here. So, but overall length to be a, 1 thou taper, not too bad. Or should I say, yeah, actually 2 and 1. So this is 501, this is 502.5, and this is 502. So I'm not sure how tight their holes are. I'll just go ahead and take a file and then a little bit of paper, see if we can get that thou and a half out of her, and we'll be good. So she's still a smidgen warm, so it may shrink down about 1/2 thou too. So, but overall, pretty pleased with it. This old lathe is made in 1964, so it still pretty tight, still can do accurate work. So if I just had one of these to do, I'd just take probably a die grinder or something and zzz, go in there and cut a bevel for the weld area. But since we got 3, figure what the heck, we'll just throw it in the small lathe. I put the 4-jaw on. I didn't mess around with trying to really indicating it. I just took a bullnose center, ran it down in there, stuck it in there, and tightened all 4 jaws. And it's running pretty good. As you can see, it's smidging off, but it ain't bad. So let's just get some weld prep done. Well, I think we're ready to do some welding. So, got a good bevel in there. I'll lay a good bead or two, actually probably about 3. We'll see how it goes. I figured I'd break out my rotary welding table. Haven't used it in a while. I actually built this thing back in 2018. I think there's several video series on it, so if you want to go back and check it out, you can go look at one of my older videos, or older videos if you want. Goes clockwise, counterclockwise. I got it so it's auto, or I can run a foot pedal. Got speed control here. When I built it, unfortunately, the motor I chose is just a smidgen too fast. I think it's like a 0 to 100 RPM. So, trying to get 1 or 2 RPM, it struggles. It's either off or the one that wants to go a little bit faster. So I have to kind of feather the foot pedal. And if I did it again, I'd find a motor that was like maybe, half of that, 0 to 50 RPM or something. So it'd spin a little bit slower. But let me get this heated up, and then we'll burn some weld on. And then once that's done, I'm going to drop her in that bucket, and I'll pack it with sand, and we'll let it cool slowly. So that'll make the 8620 happy, and hopefully we won't have any cracking. Sorry for my arm in the way, but best way to scoop it out right now. All right, we'll just let her sit and let it slowly cool. Well, there you go, guys. It's the next day. Pin's all cool. Cleaned it up just a little bit. I'll put a little SP350 on it, and put something around these threads to protect them so they don't get dinged up until they use it. I think they're gonna make this one their spare and have this on hand. And when the new material comes in about 3 days, then I'll make another one of these and make one of a big one that I showed earlier. I may have misspoken. So the machine was down because of this pin, and they decided to actually, take a look around, maybe do a little PM on the machine, and noticed that that big pin was bent and it had a crack developing in the middle. So, that's why they hacked it off with the torch on both ends. They couldn't get it out. So I may have misspoke. I can't remember. I'll have to go back and check the video if I said it was, that they broke that one also. Hadn't broken it yet, but it was getting ready to go. So no need to wait on this video and film more of this making, because it's just going to be a rinse and repeat. The material's coming in at the OD I need, so it's just going to be a basic turning down, cut some threads, turn down that end, and then weld these retaining plates on. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the pin building. A lot of lathe work. Thanks for watching my channel. Hopefully we'll have some good content next week. Welcome all my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We're getting close to 5K. And we'll catch you next week. All right, guys? See ya. Bye.